Ozombie is a war zombie horror movie. The story takes place when we first find Osama bin Laden, and right before we kill him, he injects himself with the zombie serum. So while we're extracting his body, he comes back to life as a zombie and escapes by killing the people on the helicopter. Fast forward, we meet a group of soldiers who are there to find out what happened to Osama bin Laden's body, to see if he was truly alive or dead. But instead of fighting soldiers in Afghanistan, this group of soldiers are fighting the undead. They end up finding this civilian lady, and basically this civilian lady is looking for her brother. So most of the movie is just this group of soldiers and this lady looking for her brother while they kill the undead zombies. Well, after they find her brother, they end up finding Osama bin Laden as a zombie and kill him. That is literally the whole movie. So my review of Ozombie is as followed. I honestly thought going into this that this movie was going to be one of those made bad on purpose horror movies, but surprisingly, it actually wasn't. I feel like if they just invested a little bit more money into the practical effects of when things died, like the people or the zombies, and maybe just took out the whole Osama bin Laden thing, this movie actually had potential. The acting wasn't bad at all, and the practical effects and the makeup on the zombies was pretty good. And the writing wasn't horrible. The only thing that honestly didn't make no sense with Osama bin Laden being in it, because honestly, besides the first 7 minutes of the movie and the last 7 minutes of the movie, he was never in it. I feel like Osama bin Laden being in this movie was just a big gimmick. If they just stuck with the war part of the movie and the zombie part of the movie and didn't do nothing with that Osama bin Laden stuff, this movie would have been way, way better, because it wasn't bad at all, surprisingly. So my rating of Ozombie would be a 5 out of 10. A movie that if they just put in a little extra effort to actually try to make it a good zombie movie, had the potential to be a really, really good zombie movie, but instead, I feel like they cheaped out on some of the special effects, practical effects for the kills, and on top of that, I think they wanted to make a funny movie, when in reality, they should have just tried to make a very good zombie movie, because the potential, the acting was all there. The actors did a really good job for what they had. So Ozombie is definitely worth a watch, as it is not a bad movie at all, and a movie definitely worth being in your collection, because Ozombie, you bring that up, people are going to be like, what?